They have chosen one of the most dangerous sports in the world. It is truly physically brutal. You are going to be riding in a group of people at speeds that most cars can't do. And they're going to go through that corner on half-closed roads, relying on each one of them not to kill each other. And to make yourself feel better, you're going to put a lump of polystyrene on your head. These guys are pushing themselves to their absolute physical max, which because of their age, they're capable of doing. But also when they're not realising that they're pushing themselves to their emotional and mental max as well. We all care about these boys. They're not men, they are children. And when they're away with us for the weekend, they're our children, we're going to look after them. We want to make sure that we don't damage them, we don't crumple them. But we're there when they get crumpled. It's about them finding their feet, finding what they're capable of, finding their dreams, and maybe, you know, aspiring to something they never thought they could do.
For any young cyclist dreaming of one day turning professional, competing in the Junior National Series is the starting line on their journey to success. And as they aim to follow in the tyre tracks of their cycling heroes, they must face gruelling courses, extreme physical and mental demands, and the danger of racing on open roads. But for many young cyclists, the biggest challenge isn't on the roads. It is the financial barriers of taking part at all. The cost of bikes, equipment, coaching, travel and fees to join a team run into thousands of pounds a year. This prices many young riders out of the sport they love and widens the gap between those who can afford to compete and those who cannot. One team is aiming to close this gap by providing free equipment, coaching and financial support to their riders. Team POW is giving opportunities to young cyclists with raw talent, potential and drive to reach the top and breaking down the financial barriers they could otherwise face. But this approach is not without its challenges. After a promising debut season, can Team POW compete against the biggest and strongest teams in junior racing? Can they survive the brutal demands of the National Series? And can they unearth the next hidden gem of cycling? Find out in Closing the Gap. Episode 4, Getting Back On.
So this is the beautiful Pont Sticketh Reservoir, right, on Neuadd Pont Sticketh. Lovingly known by the people in Merthyr who crucify the Welsh language as Pont Stick Res. And when I was a kid, this was also known as our weekly bath. So what we would do is bunk off school. So please don't tell these young athletes that they should be doing that in the middle of their A-levels. We'd bunk off school, probably come up here with a couple of cans of cider that we shouldn't have, and go swimming in this lake. And that was pretty much a fun thing to do before they had the internet. I'd be honest with you, if somebody said I was going to be looking after young men and trying to tell them to not do silly things, then I'm not sure I would have thought I would ever develop that skill set, if I'm being blunt. But I think sometimes looking after teenagers means you have to have been a certain sort of teenager yourself, really. Dr. Alec Clark and a welfare officer at Team POW. Welfare officers it's an interesting role. You know, cycling's challenging and it will bring welfare issues, it'll bring physical welfare issues, it'll bring emotional welfare issues, it'll bring clashes amongst team members because, you know, they're full of testosterone, they're tired and they're not always the best selves to each other or to other teams. So, but they've got all the flaws and often, you know, they're worried about things. The welfare officer in the team is to just be there for them, really, a bit of a sounding board to deal with their issues before they're, you know, as they're small little bumps in the road. No pun intended there with cycling, rather than before they become mountainous problems to them. That real strong confidence that they start on this journey in year one with is actually quite fragile. So they could have a puncture As they're taking the last bend, they could unclip, and then the next race goes equally as badly, then your confidence can be shot really, really quickly. So somebody's got to press the reset switch, and that's our job, isn't it? But the mental challenge of most things at a level that are really competitive like these is the old sporting adage of if you think you can or you think you can't, you're almost certainly going to be right.
My name is Ted, I'm 17 and I race for Team Pal. My main dream is I just want to be able to cycle every day. I just love riding my bike and I want to be able to ride my bike as much as I can and race my bike as much as I can. It's definitely been a slow start. I think there's been a lot of setbacks. I think sickle, which is to be expected. I had mechanical problems, which I think over half of the people in the race had a mechanical. But I think at the start with them, I ended up being ill and it affected my races. I wasn't racing to my full potential and I wasn't feeling great. I think it was a big mixture of things at street. It was a mixture of illness, you know, having to do a bike change at the start of street. I think it was just so much. It just all went together and I just got on a bike and I guess my body was just drained from illness and just so many other factors. I just couldn't ride to my full capabilities in it. Really, I think after street road race, I will admit I had thoughts like, am I just not as good as I was? Like, am I not as good as I thought? Great result. And Alec was there just to tell me tell me that I am a good rider and he knows what I'm capable of. And he said to me afterwards, he said, you're a better rider than that and you need to know that, Ted. You can do big things and don't let this result get down to you. And he's really supportive in that way as well. It is really nice to see because I think just in general, like in sports, people forget there's and cycling, there's a person off the bike. It's not just about results. There is a person riding that bike and it's really good to have someone who cares about you and not just, obviously everyone in Team Pal cares about you as a person, but I think have someone focused on just the rider mentally instead of getting the best out of a rider is great to see.
Ted's just the unluckiest cyclist in the team at the moment, isn't he? He just needs a bit of luck. He just needs the stars aligning. He's got all the talent, all the speed. Remember, he's got speed, and speed kills.
If you go to a cycling event in Wales, someone will ask you, were you at Cadence? How was Cadence? People know about Cadence. Being a Welsh racer is more important than any old other National Series race. It's a properly important one. A lot of the best riders in the UK have raced at Cadence.
But you've got Luke Rowe won this, you've got Geraint Thomas, who's he like? He's only won a couple of gold medals and something important called the Tour de France, They cut their teeth here, and these boys are walking in the footsteps of greatness tomorrow. Everyone in that team has got the potential to be great.
It can really lead you onto a path of being a legend, being a pro cyclist.
Go on then, assume a position. Oh, is that your arse, mate? Sorry, boy. You all right? Yeah. Magnetic rollers, digital gears, pinning on numbers with nappy pins. Okay, so when I told you all last time we raced about being hot on the lines? They are going to be hot on the lines, right? So we are going to have the strictest commissarian today. I happen to think that's right. Okay, so boys, really, right? Think it through, obey the rules, right? Because we are going to get pinged. Everyone copy that, yeah? Yeah. Right, okay, and more importantly, I'd rather you not get squished. Right, good lads.
Remember, we've had some top 10. We've had a top 10 this year. Right, we've had a few of you in the top 20. And with the time trials, you're all as good as everybody else. Right, the difference is what's up here. Right, and the difference is positioning. That's the only difference between getting a win or a podium and finishing in top 20, 30. You're all as fast. You've all been training really well. So take the risk to win. Take the risk to get a top 10. The only other thing to add is, if there is a break up the road and there's 6 of you in the peloton, it's time to act. Yeah. And you've got to be quick, because it's a long day, 9 laps. and it's hot. All right, we'll go for it.
So it's a 71.4 miles, 115 kilometre race over 9 complete laps. Safety is our top priority. You need to keep left at all times. If there are double white lines, crossing a double white line is a disqualification penalty. Steve may stop the race if there are people crossing double white lines or acting otherwise in any unsafe manner.
It's a very hot, sunny day today. Nice for Wales.
It's rare for rain. Yeah, things have changed. We normally have liquid sunshine. Bike your Cymru. Well, made for bikes.
Make your Cymru. Is it Cymru or Cymru?
Cymru. You ride at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
As often happens in junior cycling, there was an early break with 3 riders getting away. And on hot, attritional days like this, it can be hard to close the gap.
9 or 10 riders are trying to bridge the gap. Let's see how it goes.
In English, that was 9 or 10 riders trying to bridge the gap at the moment.
Yn siarad Cymraeg, mae'n tipyn yn do a ceg a geg in, son.
What?
Well, the English sort were climbing out your caves in Germany. That language was right forward.
Oh, yeah.
As the laps passed, the breakaway stuck, and stuck, and stuck. So the pressure was on, and some riders were pushing the limits and the commissaire a bit too much.
A surprising number of DQs so far. There's been, I think, 4 or 5 DQs. You alright, yeah? Yeah, I thought it Do you not think he was happy? Do you think he wasn't happy about it?
No, I think no. There was barely a word in there that had more than 4 letters in it.
But Mike?
Yeah, but as a welfare officer, he is fine.
Yeah.
With the brakes stretching and the power riders languishing at the back of the peloton, someone needed to do something special to pull the team up. After all the setbacks, mechanicals, and still recovering from illness, no one expected it to be Ted.
If you think you can, or you think you can't, you're almost certainly going to be right. Everyone in that team has got the potential to be great.
It's time to act.
And remember, he's got speed, and speed kills.
Somebody's gone off the front. Nama's gone on it.
It turns out we were wrong. With an absolutely electric break, Ted pulls Hugh and Harrison up the peloton and gave them a chance they simply didn't have before.
Come on, boys. Come on.
It was brave, it was selfless, it was a sacrifice for the team. Unfortunately for Ted, it was also unsustainable. But he dropped back through the field, knowing that he had given everything he had for the team.
I think it was 6-8, 3 sprint finish, no problems. Just gone through 200 metres to go, open up the sprint.
We were like 13, 14, something like that, so hopefully 2 top 20s, or 21, something like that.
So yeah, Ted's been on well, he's come back and was better, and he's ridden better, he even attacked at the end, you know, I think that I love that bit of bravado in there, that's what we want now, isn't it?
Ted, do you remember when you went, please can I get through to and make a break? And everyone was a bit like, oh, yeah, sure, go for it. That worked quite well, because I followed you, and I think that sort of strung the bunch out quite well. Yeah.
Dylan Felton Owen or BC London.
Wasn't the result I was looking for, but I'm pretty happy with how I rode. Could have played it a bit better, but I think just after being ill, just not much training, not much racing, the legs just weren't ready for, you know, nearly 75-mile road race, so it just gave in towards the end.
I thought you rode really well. You've been ill, and I thought it was probably the best ride of the day, really, because we knew that could happen. And you did the best you could until you couldn't.
Thank you.
Came 20th, so can't complain.
Well done. Top 20. How about you?
It's happy with how I rode, especially. I think I was like at the front most of the race. I was aggressive, I was making moves, I was following moves.
Okay. I think you had a great race. If you've done all those attacks and you've taken that risk, you've achieved everything I wanted you to do. Alright? You took the risk of winning, alright, your legs gave up, but you took a risk. That's because you're closing the gap.
Okay then, here we go.
It's coming through now apparently. Come 2 from 1, are we good to go?
All the teams knew today was going to be challenging, but it was turning out to be even tougher than expected. The multiple climbs, heat and crosswinds all combining to make the race one of the most gruelling of the season.
One lap! One lap! One lap!